everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The Patriots come into today's game looking for a way to pick up win number 10 on the season. It's the Dolphins going up against the Patriots. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium, here in Foxborough. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, and this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
Gets it to Strong. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them. But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
A second down throw for Brissett. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Let's go! Into the air once more. It's Brissett. Open man left side is Gronkowski. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They're going to look to throw. On the left side, this is Stills.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure also burst pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So out come the Patriots here to get their first shot on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. 20, 10, 5. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
And that is incomplete.
Holding, offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Let's go!
Back near his goal line, Brissett. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Brissett now. Gets it to Strong. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A very solid gain of 27. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll throw again. Brissett. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Brissett to throw on first. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed. Looking for Strong, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys. His offense now heads back on the field. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it actually serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Holding, offense. The penalty is declined.
Here's Matt Darr now. Standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's pulled in at the 32. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jalen Strong, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it a lead.
Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This is fielded at the goal line. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots, but what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Dontari Poe in on the stop. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
False start, offense.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt sails over the... Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you worked on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's able to take this one out to the 35-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Reset. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving that.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd down, Brissett. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prep for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And, boy, the payoff was good.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense...
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. We're set now on 2nd down. Sets up the screen to Lewis. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. A minute 59 to go in the first half. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. He goes underneath to Drake. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. They were looking that time for Leonte Carew. Now 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Holding offense.
Yeah, that right there will set them back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Brissett, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Gets it to Strong. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They get 25 yards out of that one. And that's good for a New England first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On second down, Brissett again. Over the middle, it's Amendola. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. To throw, Brissett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. And that brings up fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away.
Very good, smart play by the defense, understanding third and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
False start, offense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Surveying the field. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Matt Darr now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Let's put our attention here now on the Dolphins defense. And they got to be feeling good about forcing that long missed field goal the last go around.
And you know what upsets a kicker more than anything? Is missing a kick they think they can make and feeling like the other side believes that they had something to do with it. And it doesn't matter to those guys on defense. I know they're taking full credit. Yep, we forced him into the miss, and they're going to ride that confidence the rest of the way. We'll see if the kicker's able to get his confidence back as well. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Throwing, Brissett. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Patriots wanted to put last week's game behind them, and they have so far today. The Dolphins are going to need to play better in the second half to win this one. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half.
And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of the coaches' talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well.
There he goes, left side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
So now it's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Hillman. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Their big tight end, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
Brissett to throw on 1st. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. Second down, Brissett. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So 3rd and 20, defense in the nickel.
Surprised they didn't go with 6 DBs, the dime look.
Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. 17 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So this is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over, and they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense?
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So this is where a defense can really pin back its ears, bring it all, sell out to stop the run. This time, it'll earn them 2 points.
They definitely guessed right here. A run blitz all the way, and that's a bad feeling for a running back when he knows he's got to at least get it over the goal line. But all he sees are opposing jerseys.
So the Patriots coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Strong grabs it over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And Amendola with a catch. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Wide open, Gronkowski. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, New England.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. His throw incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's picked off by Jelani Jenkins. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the catch made by Leonte Carroo. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll make it a 2nd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Back to throw here. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Out of the gun now on third down. Finding time. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there. Good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Back now in Foxborough. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set. On second down, it's Drake. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Back to throw now on first down. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a third down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic first down.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll look to throw here on first down. He dumps it off to Drake. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, Drake. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back to the ground. This time it's Hillman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They snipped it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
False start, offense.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dumps it off to Lewis. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
It's Jelani Jenkins that brings him down. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final. This one. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. That's taken on the 25. A second spin.
Turning and turning and turning.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to throw. Looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. So now you look at the numbers and what has caused this dip here, back-to-back games now.
Well, partner, we know this is a copycat league, and we just know that they watch the game film, and they just decided to put the same game plan into effect. And so far, he hasn't found a way to solve things. And they're not going to change up until he does.
Fighting is what. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And Frank's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
And now out come the Patriots. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And it's third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. He's back to throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Pass interference call. Charles, you were a defender. You know how hard it is to defend the pass without committing this penalty.
And if they would let them play with a little bit more contact and give the defender a better chance, we wouldn't have nearly as many flags.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Brissett. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So here's 3rd and 20, and with a long yardage, defense going with a nickel look. To throw is Brissett. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got time. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance. But it's just not meant to be.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Miami, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for New England, It's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the